Today we're going to be making Oreo cookies out of Oreo cookies. Start by crushing up 25 Oreos, then pour them into a bowl. Add plain flour, corn flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, bicarbonate of soda and salt and whisk these all together. In another bowl, whisk together softened butter, granulated sugar and icing sugar, then whisk in 1 egg. Add the dry mixer half at a time and mix to form a dough, then scoop it into balls, place on a cookie sheet and bake in the oven. For the icing, whisk butter until creamy and gradually whisk in the icing sugar, then fold in 2 crushed Oreos. Pipe it onto the cookies, then sprinkle with Oreo crumbs or place a whole Oreo on top, and that's it. Enjoy! Guys, these Oreo pancakes taste so good. I could literally eat this whole plate for breakfast, but I didn't. I had to share them. Just crush up the Oreos to a fine crumb, then whisk together self-raising flour, cocoa powder, the crushed Oreos and baking powder. Make a well in the middle, then add eggs, melted butter and gradually whisk in the milk. Let it rest, then dollop a tablespoon of batter for each pancake and flip once bubbles form. Mix together icing, sugar and milk, then drizzle this over the pancakes. And that's it. Enjoy! Wasn't sure whether it was the right time of year to make ice cream, but then I thought, who doesn't want to curl up on the sofa in winter eating ice cream? This ice cream is actually inspired by my favourite McFlurry, Oreo with caramel sauce. I've actually tried to order it when it isn't a special and they won't serve it to me, but you have an Oreo McFlurry and caramel sauce, I won't say anything. But anyway, if you're looking for a super easy and delicious ice cream to make this Christmas and the Oreo one isn't a special, this is the one to make. Enjoy! Here's how to make soft cookies and cream shortbread with just 5 ingredients. Mix together softened butter, sugar and plain flour with your hands until crumbly. Then add crushed Oreos and white chocolate chips and mix these through. Pour it into a baking tray and press down firmly, then bake in the oven until the edges just start to brown. Make sure you don't overcook it. Enjoy! Here's how to make Oreo caramel crunch bars. Crush up the Oreos, then pour them into a bowl and mix with melted butter. Press them firmly into the base of your tin, then pour carnation caramel on top and smooth this out. Sprinkle with white chocolate chips and broken Oreos, then bake in the oven until the edges are golden. Let it cool fully, then refrigerate for at least an hour. And that's it. Enjoy! Here's how to make super fudgy Oreo Nutella and white chocolate brownies. Whisk together melted butter and caster sugar until fully combined. Then add your eggs and whisk until really light and fluffy. Add melted dark chocolate and Nutella and whisk this in. Then sift in plain flour, cocoa powder and salt and fold these into the mix. Add broken Oreos and white chocolate chips and fold these in, then scoop the mix into a baking tray and smooth it out. Bake in the oven until it no longer wobbles, then let it cool fully in the tin and refrigerate for best result. This Oreo cake is literally to die for. You only need 3 ingredients for the cake and it's topped with the most amazing cream cheese frosting. Just separate the Oreos, then crush the biscuits up really finely. Whisk in the baking powder, then add the milk and Oreo cream and whisk until smooth. Pour into a lined baking tray and bake in the oven. For the icing, whisk together softened butter, cream cheese and vanilla, then gradually whisk in the icing sugar. Spread it over the cooled cake and top with Oreo crumbs. Slice it up and that's it. Enjoy! Here's how to make a super moist Oreo chocolate cake. Whisk together plain flour, caster sugar, cocoa powder, baking powder, bicarbonate of soda and salt until combined. Add 1 egg, vegetable oil, milk and vanilla and whisk until smooth, then gently whisk in the warm water. Pour it into a tin and bake until a toothpick comes out clean. For the icing, whisk butter until creamy, then gradually whisk in the icing sugar and add some milk if needed. Finally crush up 3 Oreos and fold these in. Scoop it onto your cool cake and smooth it out to the edges. Top it with 9 Oreos if you wish and slice it into pieces. And that's it. Enjoy! So I've made lots of fudge recipes, but I've never made this recipe in the microwave, so I wanted to give it a go. Just add the condensed milk and white chocolate to a bowl and microwave in 1-minute intervals, stirring in between. Mine took about 3 minutes. Fold in some broken Oreos, then scoop it into a tin and smooth it out. Refrigerate until set, and that's it. It's super easy. Enjoy! This white chocolate and Oreo cheesecake is one of the most amazing cheesecakes I've ever made. Crush up your Oreos for the base, then pour them into a bowl and mix with melted butter. Pour them into a tin and press down firmly. Next, melt white chocolate in the microwave and set aside to cool. Whisk double cream to stiff peaks. In another bowl, add cream cheese and icing sugar and whisk until combined. Add your melted white chocolate and whisk this in, then fold in your whipped cream. Spoon it onto your base and smooth it out, then refrigerate overnight. For the topping, melt white chocolate and double cream until smooth, then allow to cool. Pour it over your cheesecake and smooth it out, then place Oreo halves around the edge and refrigerate until set. Enjoy!